Christine.
And I'm Christina.
And
we're back!
We're back to do the finale of the Vampire Diaries recap! Woo! / discussion. So, we come back to the Vampire Diaries on episode 421. She's come undone.
And boy, does she come undone.
Bitch Central. She was so mean to Caroline. We think we're not gonna see Klaus again because he went off to New Orleans. We get this Klaus-Caroline scene.
I kind of get a little excited.
We all get excited.
Because
like,
at the end of the originals, I'm like, wait a second. Are they never coming back?
Are
they never ever coming back?
JK. It's
so was Klaus.
When she set herself on fire, I was like, you. You know what? You deserve to be on fire. And then they bring in Kat.
You talk to her.
I know, you do something about this.
It's your problem now.
Katherine always provokes everyone. And then Elena provokes her. She can't handle it.
She's a baby, but I love her.
We have this Matt Becca plotline forming. I can get you into school, any school you want. That's so stupid. That's not the point.
She doesn't realize it.
But she's been in school, hasn't she? She was in their class.
How often do they actually go to school, Christine? I can't believe they graduated with the little amount that they were actually in school.
The significance they placed on graduation was ridiculous.
Because they made it this far.
Never go to school.
They never go to school, ever.
Jeremy's like, you have to go to graduation. She's like, you know what? I do. Everything's going to shit, but like, let's go put on our gowns and walk around. It's not like they're free today. Let's be regular today.
Let's be regular, but it's also almost simultaneously get killed.
That everything is falling apart.
And some of the crowd is actually undead.
Undead. We finally get Elena to turn her emotions back on by using Matt. Okay. Did you
I got scared.
I got scared too.
I got scared.
I knew there was gonna be some loophole because
Matt was always a part of this plan.
Yeah,
and he knew about it, and he was okay.
It still hurts to see it.
But the thing was, is when it happened, we didn't know that it was a part of the plan. I think after Alaric went crazy, we forgot about the rings and that anyone was
I completely forgot about the rings. So we didn't know what the loophole was gonna be. Like, is that a fake Matt? I just didn't know.
No. And then it's just Damon just.
I thought maybe that they had played a little act where he pretends to snap his neck and Matt pretends to die. But I'm not bluffing.
That was real. She lets it back in.
And then she switches into much cute
so she
Katherine
to
mode.
Anger.
And we're finally at this point on the show where we like Katherine. We don't mind her
I've always
presence.
liked her.
Okay, in the very beginning I was like scared of her.
Well, yeah.
But we all wanted to kill her in the very beginning. And the boys were on board. You're late to the party. Now we're good and you have to stop. I thought they were actually framing Katherine to become this really big villain because of the immortality spell thing. But now she's been totally dropped.
Totally
dropped.
Not a threat to any of them
anymore. Them, but we'll get to that. Oh, we had this Mrs. Forbes ordeal.
Sheriff. She's never been Mrs. Forbes.
I don't know why I'm saying Mrs. Forbes.
Well,
she called her. She had the phone.
I know. It was weird. Well, you know why? Because he killed her, so he was able to take the phone off.
Yeah. And how exactly did he kill her? Did he suck her blood? I don't know. I was crying. Were you upset? Like,
standing over her mom.
Yeah.
And she's trying to feed her the blood and like swallow
injecting it into her heart.
No, she doesn't inject.
She does. I remember it happening because it was like, oh my god, this is so Twilight right now. She takes a syringe and pulls out her blood and jams it into her heart.
She get a syringe.
I don't know, but she does it.
Not a doctor.
Maybe because her mom's a policeman, she has like a safety kit around or something. I don't know. The syringe came from. And we're left not knowing exactly how she came back to life.
Was
and the
she
veil's
back
not
before
down
the veil?
yet. Yeah, it was before the veil.
It was before
so
the
she
veil
must be a vampire, and it's gonna be a thing next season.
Because she just like wakes up.
It's like an Anna sort of ordeal. Because her and her mom will be vampires, and they'll live forever together.
Yeah. Oh,
that's cute. Yeah. Next episode, 422, called The Walking Dead. When I saw the title of the episode, I was like, whoa, what does this mean?
No, there won't be any zombies, Christine. I mean, come on.
So it's time to drop the veil, and the middle of the triangle happens to be right where the high school. What do you know? The high school.
Mystic Falls High School is right.
Of course,
in
the
the
high
center.
school is just the center of everything. Bonnie links Kat to her, so we have this drama of Elena wanting to kill Kat. and
While
if she kills Kat, simultaneously killing Bonnie. And it's very reminiscent of that episode where she's linked to DELENA.
Yes.
Yeah, and they're trying to kill Kat. Bonnie kills Silas.
It's not a climax or anything. It's just like
easy.
Graham's
I'm gonna turn you to stone because I can turn you to stone. Graham's stone.
And she figured that out because
he is stone.
Graham's
I will you to be stoned.
Amara comes back and I audibly scream. I know. And then they go to commercials
because I get so excited. Who else is gonna come?
So happy that
making a list of everybody that could come back.
This fantastic bro scene with Damon and Alaric and the hugs
for life.
Just so great. And we're waiting for Jeremy the whole episode. We know he's gonna come back.
Be back.
He comes back just in time to save Elena from Cole. It's very emotional.
Oh my god, seeing Jeremy
really
and
happy.
the two of them.
She needed to see him again to get closure to fix this whole emotional,
kill Kat
thing. Yeah.
Hoping for Aunt Jenna to make an appearance.
It's weird that she didn't. That was what was bothering me.
Well, so they're saying that the people that appear in this equilateral triangular veil are people who have unfinished business.
The thing is,
in this place, which
she does have
falls.
unfinished business though, because she was supposed to protect them. She was supposed to be their guardian. Alaric gets a hold of the cure, and at the end, this just really great scene. When he gives it to Damon, Damon's like, what am I supposed to do with this? Go get the girl. Alaric, I love you.
Not happy.
But we also had a great scene with Stefan and Lexi. I think Lexi is good for Stefan, because no one tells him these things.
I wish she was not dead. Stupid Damon first season. Why did you kill her?
It's so weird that he did, now knowing all the history, that he just did it like it was nothing.
Yeah.
That I don't think they had this history maybe planned.
Well, I don't think so, because that was season 1.
She has this fearlessness like Katherine.
She'll just tell everything how it is, and she'll do what she needs to do.
Yeah, at the same time, but she has that moral compass.
Yes.
That Katherine doesn't.
And we have Caroline, kind of, she says how you found my replacement, but Caroline's advice kind of is always really optimistic and not realistic. When Stefan has to move on, because he's kind of torturing himself with this whole DELENA thing.
And Caroline is still very STELENA, and so she's like, hold out for it.
And
she wants
as nice as that is, it's kind of holding Stefan back. He can't move on because Caroline's like, no, keep going. If Elena was gonna come back to him, she would come back to him. There's no fighting right now because she's all confused.
There's that scene with Lexi where he's like, she is my epic love.
I like how she said there's more than one epic love.
When they're driving in the car, what if she's the one? And Lexi says,
more than one.
She believes there's more than one. I personally,
that too.
In real life, I believe that too.
Yeah, so do I. I mean, there is, because there's so many people.
There's more than one
person that you're perfect with. Yes.
That you can.
Because there's so many people, it's ridiculous to think that.
And
especially when you live forever.
Right. Well, that goes ahead then and spurs Stefan to want to take this journey to get out,
spend time away from DELENA. This whole ordeal kind of reminded me of Magnus and Alec for some reason. Because Magnus is having this whole, obviously I've been in love with more than one person. I've been alive for so long. And Alec is having trouble believing that. But it's weird that Stefan hasn't come to terms with it. I guess he hasn't been alive as long.
Well, no, he hasn't. Yeah. And I think he really only has had that one great love, and it is Elena, because his whole love for Katherine was an illusion.
Bonnie! What are you doing?
What's wrong with you? Why are you trying this already? You've tried this already.
Why does she think she can bring back the dead? I don't understand the thought process. We've done this so many times.
I brought down the veil. I can do this. I have to bring him back. I want to be with him. Elena needs him. All of this. What are they about?
You need a witch in the show. There's no witch. So dumb. Honestly, I'd rather have Jeremy there than Bonnie. I think Elena's better with Jeremy there than Bonnie, but we need Bonnie as a show to function. With the issues, we always need a witch. I mean, granted, she does make a lot of the problems with her being a witch, but she's always there to solve the problems.
Graham's is her center telling her you can't do it, but you
I can!
It will take all of you.
I can do
anything. So she's standing there, shaking, and the veins are snaking up her neck because she's dying. And then they stop.
And then we come back and she's like looking at herself. And I don't really care that much for Bonnie, but I crying. I am so upset.
And it's like, and it didn't even work.
It did. We're thinking
at the time, we're thinking it didn't even work. Jeremy is not back.
Just such a dumb move.
She just always does this.
She has to do this.
She has to do everything. And then we move on to our finale. And what a finale it was. It was a jam-packed one. Wait, let's talk about the end of The Walking Dead. We see all the 5 hunters, and not 5, but the hunters that
have been
and then randomly
oh my god, Rebecca's the original 5 hunter guy with the map. Her Italian lover.
Wandering through the middle of Mystic Falls.
I didn't understand, like, why
He even had Matt on that bomb.
He was just wanted to threaten Rebecca. It didn't make much sense, because why aren't you trying to kill Rebecca? He has this line, which I thought was the stupidest line. Man's come a long way from throwing rocks. Do you remember that line?
Oh wait, he's holding the gun and like looking at.
Yes.
But rocks were before your time.
Yeah, didn't they have swords? Hello, there was that whole entire sword business.
A caveman?
To read that stupid Aramaic language.
So we open on Cole. It sets it up to be this very season 1 infiltration of a ceremony
like when
that's
the
going
tomb
on,
vampires come back.
Gather around, for we are going to reap some vengeance on this graduation.
I'm just gonna let them graduate first.
Why did anyone notice that they were chilling next to
without caps and gowns? Come on, guys!
We cut to Stefan and Lexi. Lexi's just dancing around. It's a very role reversal Stefan Damon type of scene.
Yeah, that's not
Stefan's
what
just
Stefan
chilling
does.
with his drink. Yeah, whatevs. I'm here with Lexi and we're hanging out.
And we're just living the life.
Whatever. I don't need to deal with this. And Damon's like, excuse me, we need to do something.
We have all these undead people that are trying to kill us.
Damon opens the door, gets shot with a werewolf bullet. Like, why do you always have to get Damon?
That happened, and I was like, that's it. It's him.
Taking the cure.
That's it. He's gonna be human.
But twist, 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 twist. No, he's not. I really wish Alara could stay forever.
I know. Why just make an appearance?
Why
bring him back?
someone else sacrificed their life so Alara can come back? Elena's like, take the cure, Damon, and he's all, no, I just went through hell to get you that cure. We're not doing that. And Jeremy's like, well, then you should just go to graduation. Why not? She makes it seem like Jeremy's supposed to be graduating in their class, though.
But he's actually
younger than them. That was a weird conversation.
Their little group hug.
Their little group hug. That Stefan's part of this friend group.
You know, he came 2 years ago. He came at the beginning of their junior year. And he has become a part of their group despite the little amount of time that he has actually gone to school. Caroline's gone less than they have.
Yeah. Caroline's saying, though, we're all here. First of all, Tyler's not there. Your boyfriend
is
not there.
He's not there.
He's definitely more part of this friend group than Stefan. Okay? And now Stefan deciding to come to graduation while Damon is dying just pissed me the off. For the millionth time, he's gonna go graduate while Damon's dying. I would be on a friggin' plane to New Orleans if we still haven't gotten a hold of clouds.
Hello, when he got shot with that, I was like, why doesn't anybody just call him?
I know.
Like,
well, obviously
Klaus
Caroline was doing it, but Stefan, work on that. That's your brother. I mean,
I know you can't.
Damon would never go to graduation when that was happening. Rebecca's boyfriend has Matt on this bomb. I don't know why Rebecca didn't immediately just switch places with him
because
it took a while, but when she finally does,
how they switched.
They're kissing! They're kissing! When did Matt finally decide that he was going to let Rebecca in? And they're kissing, and she's
magically, because I don't even think they realized it until they looked down at the feet.
Yeah. They switched places. And he doesn't realize it either, obviously. He's like, oh, what just happened?
Was she carrying him?
And then, yeah, I know. Like, did she pick him up and switch them? Because it didn't look like they were moving. But it was like a 360 camera shot, so we couldn't really tell. So she switches. Matt is like appalled. I don't know why. Rebecca can't die, but whatever.
Yeah, like, why? Yeah, exactly. She can't die, so whatever happens.
She tells him to run, and no, I can't leave you. No, go. Okay! He just takes
I'm gonna
off.
go graduate!
So he runs away. 5 seconds later, I
She
swear to God,
runs.
she gets up. So you didn't even give enough time to run. How far could Matt really have gotten in that short of a time? You couldn't wait 2 more minutes for him.
Obviously not.
I mean, obviously he lived, but I mean, in reality, I think he would have been like 20 feet away.
Hey, he's a quarterback. He maybe could run
He's
far.
not a vampire, Rebecca. I mean, get your head in the game. Skip to the end. Let's just get this over because we have so much other stuff to talk about. He decides to go on this road trip with her.
Yes, they go on this road trip. Don't know where they're going.
And we have this weird Matt conversation. My life has to be a no vampire zone. But I'll go with you.
But with the exception
of
you.
Rebecca. But then, what happens on the road stays on the road.
And she's perfectly fine with that.
Perfectly fine, because Rebecca doesn't really think about that statement. What an insult it is to her that their relationship has to be a secret because I'm embarrassed to be seen with you.
Bonnie says her goodbyes.
Oh,
Remember, as she's walking, she says her goodbyes.
She says goodbye to her
dad. And it's kind of sad.
It's kind of sad. I felt really bad for her.
Yeah.
I think she'll come back to life or something.
Something will happen.
Something will happen.
You can't not have a witch.
After graduation, we have another very season 1 finale-ish allusion to when that machine was going off and everyone was like,
Oh, yeah.
and I was like, not this shit again.
then-
But
and
it's just the witches. But all of a sudden, in comes Klaus.
To save the day!
You rang.
Oh, he's back! I screamed at the TV again.
It was nice to see Klaus. At that moment, we're like, yeah!
And he's gonna save Damon.
The last season, oh my god! Klaus! Just a total 180.
I know.
He's gonna let Tyler come back.
So Michael Trevino
is back on
coming
the show. Caroline asked how he got here so quickly. He goes, I was already on my way. I got your graduation announcement.
Yeah.
And so Caroline sent Klaus.
She knows where he lives in New Orleans.
Yeah, she magically knows there's a
Maybe
dress.
she called him back
Maybe
after he left that message.
Maybe they'd be
They've been
texting all the
chatting.
time. He has this whole speech about how he wants to be her last love, and it was really sweet.
Yes. Oh my god, that was so cute. Tyler's your first love, but
And
I
want
want
to be your last. That was
And that-
really nice.
Oh my
It was
god,
so cute.
made my
I'm
heart
rooting for
melt.
them.
So maybe in the future,
Yeah, Caroline.
we'll have a Caroline on the original.
Like a crossover type ordeal. So we get a Caroline kiss, and they kind of obscure the camera so you can't tell at first. You think that they actually like kiss,
But they don't.
But he kissed her on the cheek. It was at the first time I watched it, I was like, oh my god, she let him kiss her. But then
I actually think she would have.
I think she would have too.
I actually think she was kind of surprised that he only did a cheek thing.
Yeah. So after the commercial break, after Klaus, Damon's already healed up. We don't even have to see that.
Yeah,
We've
it's
seen it so
not.
many
We
times.
realize what has happened, but they're
Yeah.
at the same time. You're like, wait a second, did he take the cure?
We're like, did he
Is
miss
human?
something?
And I actually thought, I was like, did they mess up and like air the wrong thing? I actually
they
thought that they skipped an entire part.
Things like
Yes,
that.
and I was like, oh my god,
It's
did
probably
they air the
deleted
wrong
scene.
thing? What happens? Like,
I actually thought it was wrong.
and I missed something. I was like, I didn't move. What happened?
So it's weird. There's so many conversations we have in this house now in this episode, but everyone is there overhearing it, and usually they at least put a faucet on, but no faucets this episode. I think they just wanted to not have to explain it to each other. So we first get this Elena scene, and she's
With
like,
Stefan,
you suck at being a vampire more than all of us suck.
Yeah,
You
like,
need
you're
this.
you're a worse
You're-
vampire than I am.
And yeah.
And you should have this, and you need
totally
this.
true.
And she kind of really ends it with him there, which
Yeah.
is really sad.
Then we have this DELENA scene, and it was just the sweetest thing. I was crying. He's saying he's not sorry.
He's not like
He's not
going
gonna
to
take the cure.
Forgive him or
He'd
not.
rather die right now than watch himself grow old, and while he can't be with you forever.
So then she, in turn, is not
I
sorry.
was not sorry, and I'm not sorry. Oh my god, I was just all the tears. Then they cut to Stefan, like sitting on the couch listening. I started laughing because I was like, what the fuck? He can hear that? Why are you torturing yourself by listening to this?
I think he had to hear it in order to like really
He had to
realize,
hear
yeah,
it,
it's done,
but
it's over.
It's also like, Elena, why didn't you turn on the water if that could have blocked the conversation?
Where's there water in the living room with the fireplace, Christine?
Also, how many fireplace living rooms are there? Because
I think it's
Stefan was in one too.
he says he's not happy for Elena.
But he's not happy
for Damon.
Yeah, and it was just really sweet to see that because you could tell it meant a lot to Damon. She's like, thank you. I think this really is going to play a big role in next season about how Stefan acts and how you could tell that it's not real Stefan.
He hits the road with Lexi to go and dispose of
but we cut back to Jeremy and Bonnie.
She's putting the veil back up.
Yeah.
And she realizes, oh my god, I did it.
Wheeze! He's back to life. He had like an asthma attack and now we're good.
The life has been breathed back into him.
How can you tell that he's human again? That's what I don't get. How does Bonnie even tell? Because they're both dead. Now they're just apart again. If he was dead, they could be together on the other side. Lexi has that epic love
conversation,
which was lovely.
I was wondering though, if they're like driving and thinking like, oh, I'm gonna go on a journey and we're gonna like whatever.
Yeah, why were they thinking that? Okay, to put up the veil.
I'm also thinking the veil was only in this equilateral triangle.
I know.
Doesn't she disappear if you go over the line?
I know. They probably went over the line because the triangle is just in Mystic Falls and they're driving to this quarry. Cole attacks Elena. I literally had a heart attack.
Yeah.
What we didn't realize is because we did see Bonnie put up the veil, so we're like, did Cole find some loophole around the veil? And then he disappears, so it's like we're going back in time to see what happened with her. I audibly screamed. I thought I was so scared. And then a second later, Kat attacks her.
Katherine
appears. Kat. And Kat doesn't know that Bonnie is dead. So we have this really interesting conversation because we've never heard the word shadow self before, and all of a sudden it's really relevant to this doppelganger ordeal. Kat starts talking about she's happy, she stole my happiness, and it gets you thinking, because of the way the episode ends, what's the connection between the doppelgangers? Is it like if one's happy, the other can't be happy? But they're two separate people.
Entities. It seems, you know, and one comes around much later than the other.
Yeah, Kat was alive for so long before Elena even came around, but when Elena came around, did it change Kat's balance? It's weird, and I wanted to explain, and we probably will be delving into that next season.
What causes a doppelganger to
happen? Like magic in the blood. We don't know about the first person still, the first Petrova blood person that looked like Katherine. The Stefan conversation. He said he created the immortality spell, and because he couldn't die, nature needed to create a version of him that could die. So does that mean that all doppelgangers are created because of a loophole is needed with nature? You need a dyeable version. So would Elena come around because Klaus's spell needed a loophole? Because the Petrova bloodline was the loophole. And since Katherine was a vampire, she couldn't be used for it.
But when Katherine came around, they had already had this curse.
Like, but like she appeared because they needed someone to be able to break the curse, because there always needs to be a loophole for curses. But then she became a vampire, so then Elena came around eventually.
Okay, and so then are we saying that there's going to be another Elena?
But this is confusing when you relate it to Stefan, because Stefan's also dead. Does that mean there's going to be another Stefan who can die? But since Stefan can technically die as a vampire, is this like a higher level of the curse because Silas is so immortal?
Oh.
Let's get back to this Katherine-Elena fight.
I think Elena still really wants to kill Katherine.
She still does, but I don't think it's as consuming of a need.
Since she's had the closure a bit with Jeremy. But
they're
fighting.
Oh my god.
They're rolling around, throwing lockers.
She's got like a broom. The broom breaking was very reminiscent of season 1, 2. Elena broke a broom and was like defending herself. And so she broke this broom and was putting it into Elena. Elena flashes back. Oh, this scene.
Oh my god, she just whips it out.
How many times have we discussed every possible scenario except for Katherine? So unexpected for her that she didn't even know how to react.
And Elena pulled it out and shoved it in her mouth.
There was this audible crack as she smushed her jaw up to crack it.
And she's choking, and then passes out
the gasp, the twist.
I was screaming. I
was too. I couldn't.
What happened?
God. Before this point in the episode, Jeremy was a little bit of a twist that he actually came back to life. Yeah. But it was kind of like, okay, we got the DELENA scene, we got like the Stefan breakup, but everything we kind of thought would happen. We hadn't had a huge twist until this moment.
This was it.
And then we just started getting slapped in the
we're
face
just like,
with a twist.
oh my God.
Catherine is going to be human. Wait, is this
Something
screw
she
up
like.
Elena?
I feel like she is like appalled by human. Like she would. It is
And
something. She never thought she would.
I feel like she's gonna want to be turned back.
I feel like there's gonna be something like you can only turn
once. I know. There has to be that loophole now. I feel like because it's Katherine who went back to being human. The mind-blowingness of it.
Now
being so gung-ho on like Damon is gonna take that cure, and then it's Katherine.
I really thought it was gonna be him,
really
and like
thought it was too.
they came so close to it being him.
They did to tease
this
us
episode.
because the book people knew it was gonna happen, and it did. Gotcha! Do you think next season, because she's human, Damon's gonna have some weird connection with her again? Or
because I wonder
how
much is her nature going to change
as a human?
As a
what
human,
will she
like is she
be
still
like?
gonna
Is she
be like
nice?
fierce Katherine?
I think she's still sort of selfish as a human. It's gonna be weird. It's gonna be a nice shaking up of the show there. Cause Stefan is in a box underwater.
Currently.
Okay,
Oh
let's go
my
to
God.
Stefan.
I can't even what happened. I'm in a mild depression. Like I don't even understand how this could be happening.
So high on DELENA and Katherine that I was shocked, but I wasn't sad yet. It didn't hit me what the impact will have on next season yet.
He's
Stefan unloads.
He
It's
unloads
broken. The stone Silas.
He's gonna
broken.
throw it in the quarry.
He's confused.
So it's down at the bottom of
and
the water.
we know that Bonnie sealed the spell, and
so
the spell.
at first I thought like, oh, maybe he like broke the stones because that'll be harder for Silas to come back.
I didn't even think about that.
I think it's Elena who appears behind him.
Yeah,
right?
Elena, and he thinks after he makes his shadow self speech. And we think that maybe it's finally the third. I didn't think this the first time. I was kind of still like really.
Oh, like
that's the first Petrova.
I didn't think that.
Yeah, I didn't
either.
Yeah,
I just thought
that
like
I registered it.
Okay, so it was like Elena shows up, so I'm like, okay, it's Elena, but then obviously it's not Elena because of where she is.
Yeah, I thought it was just a Silas like being Elena thing, but he goes, so you're one of them, and that was Stefan thinking that it's Elena, that the third Elena, but. Not exactly. Flash to the car, reflection, and it's Stefan.
Yeah, he's like, I haven't been able to show my real face.
What?
Oh my
no,
Stefan?
No, and then he just like
he's a doppelganger
and shoves him in a locker and throws him off
he's
the
like,
quarry. I think he could be killed with Stefan. I think there's a loophole where Silas can be killed. Yeah. That has to be like that. I'm thinking it's kind of like the way that Alaric and Elena were connected at the end of last season, how Alaric's loophole to being killed is Elena being killed, remember?
Oh, yeah.
I think this is some sort of loophole like
Something
that. He
like
wants
that.
to keep him alive
connected.
just so he has no weaknesses.
But he doesn't want him around because obviously
that's the big question. Why is Stefan need to be at the bottom of the lake? So it has to be protecting his life.
I still can't believe I didn't think Paul Wesley's leaving because obviously now there needs to be this Paul Wesley playing Silas playing Stefan. Actual real Stefan gone in a box in water
and it brings up.
And you know what he says? He says, I starved for 2,000 years.
Yeah.
And now it's your turn.
Yeah, and it also brings back that question, how are they connected as doppelgangers? Like, can he not be happy when he's happy?
Actually, Katsia was in love with...
Knew Ketsia? No one that we know, right?
No one.
But Klaus didn't
Bonnie
know
was
him,
trying... No.
Okay.
Bonnie was trying to, connect to her. I feel like Katsia should have been
said something about Stefan being him. Stefan's actually Silas.
So remember, okay, so then I actually did think about this. The episode where Silas pretended to be Stefan with Damon, it was after the prom. It was the prom episode where Damon was in the woods and Stefan, well, it wasn't Stefan, it was Silas, said something to Damon.
Yeah.
I was like, he was in his true form.
Whoa, weird. Okay, now on the Wikipedia page when it says all the characters and the people who play them, it says everyone plays their self/Silas.
Really? Yeah. I wonder why he chose to show himself to Bonnie as a messed up creature face.
Because he didn't want, I guess he wanted to keep the secret, but it was weird. He was tricking her.
He didn't have to show her anything, really.
Yeah. But I think he wanted a separate form so she would think she knows what he looks like. That's what it was. He wanted her to think she has the power to see his true form.
Doppelgangers are going to be a big thing next season, which they have been in the past.
Yes, but I think they needed to explore like what exactly it was. We never did that.
Why they came around.
Yeah, why are there doppelgangers?
So Katherine is human now. That since she's human, now that she's human again, Klaus can make his hybrids.
Oh my god. She's DELENA now. That is weird. I didn't even think about that. And he might do that because he needs an army
to fight Marcel.
And they'll all be sired to him. That is so, yeah. Oh, I
can of worms. About that. Just opened a can of worms.
Opened up a whole nother thing. But okay, also just thinking about Silas, if he was Elena, Stefan saying that, oh, you're one of them. Bless you. Stefan being like, oh my god, you're one of the Elena doppelgangers would be like, Silas is a man this whole time.
Yeah, but the whole time we're thinking it's a man, and then it's like, surprise!
It's actually Petrova! No.
But no, it has to be a man because the whole story is that Katsia was in love with him, and so she killed.
That's why it's so ridiculous.
His wife or woman or whoever he was with.
And Katsia's a girl as far as we know.
Shit's a flying. There's so many questions. Season 5.
October 10th. That's a while.
That is a date?
Yep, October 10th.
Oh my god,
that's a while from now. But I know that the originals is a separate own show, but I hope some of it kind of
crosses over. It'll be fun if it crosses over.
Because
everyone will be watching both shows.
That also it'll be on Tuesday nights.
And how long is it gonna take before Stefan is back? The real Stefan. Is it gonna be the finale, or is it gonna be mid-season finale?
I'm gonna say not how long is it gonna take for real Stefan to come back. How long is it going to take for them to realize that, like, I hope it's like a first episode.
I would say like 2-3 episodes before they pick up on it.
I'm anxious to see how Silas as Stefan is going to
act. Will Silas even go back to them as Stefan, or will he go do his own thing? If I was Silas, I would just go off and do my own thing.
He's gonna
come back. I know. I don't know why, but he will. There's something going on.
I feel like he's going to try to get Elena.
Why?
Type thing. Because he's...
Is he in love with the original Petrova doppelganger?
What if the original Petrova doppelganger
was Katsia?
What? No.
Wait,
she's a witch.
But
she was a...
But what if
she's Bonnie's ancestor. What if his original love... Like the one that Katsia killed.
Oh my god, was the Petrova.
Was the original Petrova doppelganger.
And she just happened to be also immortal or
something.
My
god. A vampire.
Oh my god. Oh my god, that seems like something Katherine would do. See, I haven't thought about this other side of this situation. I've been so focused on Stefan and how exactly this could be happening. That is insanity. We'll see. And we'll see about Mrs. Forbes. Sheriff Forbes! DELENA is in full swing. I'm excited.
I'm still STELENA.
They're gonna be a power couple. They're gonna rescue Stefan together. It's gonna be badass.
We'll see how long they live in paradise.
I'm so excited about it.
This still has to happen.
I'm so excited about it. What are your theories about Stefan?
And Silas.
And Katsia, this Petrova thing. I really like that. That is so interesting.
Like, if his original love was
Petrova. It would make sense it would make more sense if it was, just because why would he go back to that group of people when he could live now? Which also baffles me that he doesn't want to die anymore after this whole quest to die. Was that just a theory?
A ruse.
Maybe he switched his plans once he realized this wasn't going to work out with the cure.
I suppose we'll find out.
Too many people are jealous of the whole being cured ordeal and want it for themselves.
Human,
yeah. It's not about Katsia, right? He wants to go back to his true love, who she put behind the veil.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
Yes.
And it kind of would mirror what Kat was saying about she wants to be immortal. And if her actual ancestor got the immortal spell.
Mm-hmm.
So crazy. Oh my god, so many questions. What's gonna happen with Mabecca? Cliffhanger!
Will Mabecca just stay on the road?
Do you think they're gonna go to college?
See, I was thinking about that too. Caroline seems to
Caroline's like,
they're
I'm going to college. We're gonna go together.
We're gonna have a
party.
triple.
Oh my god, we're gonna be best friends for eternity.
It's weird to think about that because usually after high school, everyone goes to different colleges.
We all go to different colleges.
And she's like, oh my god, we can go anywhere we want because we're vampires and we can just
we'll be together forever.
Oh my god. So share your thoughts and feelings and theories and
and
questions
season
just
5 thoughts and
what is going to
finale
go
thoughts
down. We're excited. Thanks for watching.
We'll see you
next
season.
Oh my god.
OMG.
Oh my god.